Welcome, my Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I'm back. I'm your reader, Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, fellow Earth sign. I am a Virgo, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Hi, guys. I took a week off or so from being on camera. I was still working behind the scenes, putting out stuff for my book, Words of Grace, because we had the big push at Beltane, May 1st. Drawing the Circle Productions just turned 23 years old on May 1st. Sorry, I have a really cute mailman. my screen door. Yeah, he's cute. He got like tattoos and that little like braid down his back. Cute. No, I'm not going there. Sorry, a little distracting. Taurus, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so my company turned 23 years old, made a video about it, 23 years of Drawing the Circle. Go check it out. It's good. There's a link in the description box. And things are going along well. There are a lot of new projects coming this year, and so many coals in the fire to go. So I needed a week off of camera to have collab meetings and just get everything done. We have a constant contact campaign currently going. If you're interested, drop me an email at drawingthecircle@gmail.com and I will add you to it. Dylan Martinson, my Kindle editor, is now my constant contact campaign coordinator. It's a lot of alliteration. So yeah, things are moving along. We're doing well, and very, very happy to be serving you. So let's get up in this gig, shall we? Let's talk about you. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. We are doing a 5-card draw. 1 card from 5 different decks. Fire, Earth, Air, Water, Spirit will be the order we are pulling those in to get you the clues, tips, and hints that you need for a specific time frame. This is not a timeless read. This is a timeline read. We are looking at the new moon on Tuesday, May 11th, 3 p.m. on the nose, which is rare. Eastern Daylight? Are we Standard or Daylight? Eastern. I'm in New York. Hey, you think I'm from New York? Hey, check your watch, right? Waxing. It's a waxing moon read, right? It'll be waxing to the full moon in Sagittarius. Wednesday, May 26th, 7:14 a.m. It's a little early in the morning for full moon. I think I'll be catching the waning side of that personally, or maybe doing something the night before on the Tuesday, depending on where the moon is at that point. I'll check that out for myself personally. Why? Because I'm a witch and I work my moon energies. Pisces moon, I had sure as hell better. So what we're going to do, as I said, is we're going to get 5 of these cards. Really, it's a what do I need read. It's asking the pantheons of the divine that are consecrated to each deck, if you want to look at that way, to get you the clues, tips, and hints, the pieces that you need. But it is also kind of like a spell kit reading. You'll see as we go. And if you are magically inclined, a witch, a magician, that word is still odd in my mouth because I can't get David Copperfield or Hale Appleman out of my head when I think of that word, the magicians. But you know what I mean. Magic user, intention user, whatever you call it. You ain't got to be a witch to do magic. Please, we do it every day. We don't even know. So let's get up in this gig. I love these reads. They're quick because I got a lot going on right now. A new collaborator coming on, Millennial Minute. Just wait. A lot of cool shit coming. So let's get up in this gig. Standard YouTube reading rules apply, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, and do check your other signs, because sometimes you get information about the same situation that your sun sign can absorb the information different than the moon sign, right? Gets you different puzzle pieces, sometimes about a totally different situation you need to deal with. But in this case, what you want to wax, what you build, grow, right? Plant a seed and watch it grow to full over the 2-week period. What you need to be aware of and all that jazz. Let's do that. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I was born to do this work, apparently. So yeah, I started reading cards when I was 12 years old. That's in the video that I did, 23 years of Drawing the Circle. You want to check it out. It's really fun, babe. I think it's some of the better work I've ever done. Just whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do you. Yeah, we're going to start with all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box if you want to buy them or check them out. I don't get any kickback from that, not yet. I'm sure Dylan will see to that. Otherwise, I don't be monetized on every fucking platform everywhere, but that's a millennial for you. Yeah, so we're going to start with the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I love them. That'll be your element of fire, your will, your desire, a little piece of a spell fragment to get you going. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, ooh, this feels good. Ooh, all right, here we go. Please, the ancestors. I call to the ancestors of magic, of miracles, and of mysticism to be with me here and now. One card in clarity, please, for the Taurus Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the piece of spell fragment from the magical spell cards they need to focus on, right? Element of fire, their will, their desire, what they're going to cast for, what they're going to intend. Write it on a bank check, whatever. This new moon in Taurus, waxing, your new moon, blessed new moon, to full in Sagittarius. Energy. A light inside my fire divine. We're going to go read this again, because the way they spell a light, it's not a space L-I-G-H-T, it's a light, A-L-I-G-H-T, like to alight upon someone's front door, right? A light inside my fire divine. Energy fill me, make me shine. Hold on. A light inside me, fire divine, 9. Energy fill me, make me shine. Oh, it was one syllable off for being perfect meter. Oh, well, what you gonna do? Not everybody took Shakespeare over and over and over again. Look, what a great thing to cast for energy. Now, look, this really, that's what I mean, like that first word, a light. A light inside my fire divine. No. A light inside my fire divine is calling in the energy to just a light, like to add that fire to that fire within me. So you actually have the word fire in the fire position too. Energy fill me, make me shine. You know, I've been talking a lot about star power with some of my clients because a lot of them have it. A lot of people have star power, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're a celebrity or they're in show business, right? What does a star do, right? It shines. Infinite generosity in every direction, but it doesn't move. It's usually a fixed object, right? And its gravitational field draws to it everything that it needs, and that is very waxing moon. Waning moon is banishing, right? Repelling, if you want. Waning moon is drawing towards its attraction. So let's move on. That's a wonderful element of fire. Your element of earth we're going to get from the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. I adore this deck. There's actually oracular messages in here. This ain't no joke, this deck. I was like, oh, this will be cute. And it blows my mind when I read myself and clients, and I hope it does too. Please comment if you're digging any of this stuff, the decks in particular, because I don't work with them unless I resonate with them, right? So let's do this. Element of earth. Voice of Archangel Ariel, one of the 3 archangels of the North, powers of earth, Archangel of Lyons, and I'm Angelo Lyons, and do the math. Don't make me do math. Breathe. Because I always make her laugh. She loves me. Please, my beloved. Archangel Ariel, powers of earth, element of the earth, powers of north, 1 card in clarity. What is the Crystal Oracle here? What's written in the book, or, you know, the stone itself. Maybe they have experiences of it. Maybe they have a chunk. Maybe they need to get a chunk of it. Only they're going to know that in a general read. But to ground and focus that energy, right? A light inside my fire divine. Energy fill me, make me shine. God, one more syllable. I will find it before this reading. This new moon in Taurus, waxing to full in Sagittarius. Ooh, you got the stripper stone, amber. If you heard, amber. Amber. Yes. Lap dance. Amber, transparency. It is a transparent stone. Calm, like the app. Purification and creativity. Very much an element of fire, though. Amber is a firestone. There's no firestone, like the tire and... Long story. Transparency, calm, purification, and creativity. An issue that is causing tension and friction in your life will soon erupt and come to a head. Ooh, a pimple reference, yay. You are being urged to stay calm during this emotionally charged event. We are talking to a Taurus here, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, so certainly a Taurus rising. You may be able to, like, front a little bit about that and stay calm. Not so sure about Taurus Moon. Tauruses have 2 speeds emotionally. Charge and no, right? To walk. There's a walk in there somewhere, Taurus. Express how you feel, but don't be drawn into saying things you don't mean. I will say, earth signs, we may be a little bit better in that than, let's say, our air and fire brothers and sisters. This event is, in fact, a blessing. So you don't know that what's being resolved. It sucks, but it's a blessing. One that is perhaps well overdue. Through it, you will realize where you stand and how others truly feel. Now, that sort of clarity with this sort of energy, right? Fill me and make me shine. Sometimes when we shine brightly, it shows us shit that was hidden in shadow. As the air clears, you will uncover a hidden agenda and find creative ways of handling this type of situation in the future. Hidden agenda, shadow work. Right? Something in the shadow. They either don't want to look at it, maybe you don't want to look at it, or they know about it, but they don't want anybody else to know about it, right? Stay calm and don't allow yourself to be dragged further into the chaos by others. Right? Why can't you believe you're just going to let them do that? No, you go deal with them then. You will emerge from this situation feeling purified of all the negative emotions and thoughts that have weighed you down recently. Trust and remember, this event is a blessing. Look, Amber and Jet are the two stones of the High Priestess going back forever. And that's why, right? That thing of staying calm, right? Usually is a necklace worn around the throat chakra to kind of like calm. It's like, okay, that purification, let me make the clearest, wisest decision with what I say. And yet, you might hold back. Yes, it says, definitely says, express how you really feel, but don't say things you don't mean. But with this energy, this radiance of light, right? Because they're talking about energy, fill me, make me shine. So we're not talking about sound wave energy, right? We are talking about light, which is truth. Light and truth are the same thing. What's enlightenment if not entruthment? Work. Let's keep going. Element of air. The angels. Who is the healing angel or legion of healing angels you need to work with here? That would be the mental aspect, right? Pray, read about, study, however you do that with your element of air, because you might do the spell with this amber, with whoever this angel will be. Whoever this angel will be. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, amalgamating words for fun and profit. Here we go. Oh yeah, my angels of earth and the sign of Taurus, my Arielites, my Urielites, my Oriolites. Oh, please, one card in clarity. Who is the perfect healing angel? From the Healing with the Angels Oracle, that this Taurus, collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm watching this video, receiving this reading, needs to think about, to focus on mentally, to ponder, to meditate, maybe even to pray upon, whatever. With this spell of energy and this amber stone, which is, don't pay top dollar for amber. You can get an amber chip necklace or a couple of chips, it's fine. This new moon in Taurus, your new moon, waxing to full in Sagittarius, self-acceptance. Yeah, no, you gotta stand your ground on this. You may not have to at all, like it said, this is a blessing in disguise, according to the amber stone here. And I would certainly say, like, what I'm getting from this in the lower three chakras, right, kind of more the physical world and the mental emotional stuff here, is that you kind of already know, and you already knew on some level that there was some sneaky, like there's no tarot deck in this spread this time, because just I wasn't guided to do that. But that Seven of Swords kind of sneaky deaky. I don't like it. But it feels like your light is, like, the more you accept yourself, the more, okay, what would the healing angel, because that's the name of the deck, the Healing with the Angels Oracle. So what would the legion of healing angels of self-acceptance do, right? Heal your self-acceptance. Self-acceptance for me really is, and I just said this in the last reading for compassion, but it really is the same thing. It's okay, right? It's okay that you're upset about this, or it's okay. See, this is how you keep from saying things you don't mean. You let yourself say the things you don't mean. You let that pain, that anger, that betrayal, because it might be there's a hidden agenda here that you've been deceived on some level, and to cast for your light to shine no matter what the fuck anybody has done. Because even if someone is just an orbiting satellite, you're shining like the star. And I would say that would be another tarot card that would associate with what I'm seeing here so far. So self-acceptance. It's okay that I hate their guts right now. I may not forever, but for right now, again, very akin to inner child work, shadow work, that kind of stuff. Let's keep moving, because our element of water should be interesting, and that's our next deck. Whispers of Love Oracle, the voices of the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension above, 8th chakra above, right? So that water, the water part of spell work is the emotional magnetism, right? The air and the fire are electric, the earth and the water are magnetic. So this is interesting. Please take a nice deep breath, because this is taking a serious turn. Higher selves of all involved. Yes, the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, but also the higher selves of whoever has got this hidden agenda, right? Something's going to come to a head here. And that amber stone there, that is a stone of leadership and rulership. I mean, it's almost in every, because it's petrified tree resin. It's not technically a stone. Not technically, I mean, it is made of minerals, but it's from a vegetable source, right? A tree. So that's all over the world. Please, what is the whisper of love you have for them? The piece of information, inspiration, insight for their element of water here. This new moon in Taurus, their new moon, waxing to full. You got to, I'm giving them to you because there's 2 people at least involved here, to the full moon in Sagittarius. Shit. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. That self-acceptance could be that simple act of kindness you even give to yourself. Just saying, general read, right? Forgiveness. 6-card read, sorry. Forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to the past disappointments. Look, I would invest in a decent piece of amber. Just don't try and clone any fucking dinosaurs, alright? Do we need another sequel? Blessed be. Blessed be the franchises. Look, there is definitely something here that if you can get that whatever this hidden agenda is, and this does not feel like a surprise party, right? This doesn't feel like, oh, happy birthday, Taurus, Taurus sun sign, we surprise you. No. Why self-acceptance then, right? There is this thing of, I think you knew all along that there was something going on here. And the forgiveness and the kindness can very much be holographically given to yourself first. To say, you knew this, you didn't want to. But with this card of energy, to cast for energy is saying, let my light literally burn away these shadows. You don't bring light to shadow, because you withdraw the light, the shadow is still there, right? It doesn't reappear. I'll get there, right? You bring your shadows to light. That is A Course in Miracles. You don't try and examine your illusions. You bring them to light and you watch them vanish. Enlightenment is disillusionment. Not fun, but I didn't write the book, I didn't write it that way. I wrote words of grace, though, very hopeful prayers in there. So for forgiveness, there is no healing without forgiveness. A Course in Miracles. I would really recommend A Course in Miracles here, because which self are you accepting? I mean, you need to accept all aspects of self. We all do. That's part of unconditional love. And how dare we expect love from somebody else when we're not giving ourselves the love that only we can give ourselves, right? That's just not fair. So maybe it is accepting the angry self of the ego, although the ego and the self is a long conversation there we're not going to have right now. Maybe it is the personality self, because the ego and the personality are not the same thing, right? That self, or is it the higher self, the soul, and all of that? A lot of acceptance going on here. And you know what? The ego can't forgive. Only the soul can. So to accept that I can't, and yet I will. I'm willing to let my light shine. And with that, they just keep flashing me a traditional Celtic, and you don't have to be Celtic, but this is what they're showing me, necklace of amber and jet. It's very Norse, it's very Celtic, it's very Germanic, but I'm Native American, Greece, the Mediterranean. It's all over the world. Amber's everywhere. It's petrified tree sap, essentially, depending on the tree, right? So forgiveness, I get it. Now this is very much about you standing your ground, staying calm, staying cool, and taking your time. But also with this showing simple acts of kindness. I think it validates you when you do that. When you say, you know what, I understand. I'll cope, I'll deal. But now there's one, you don't say this is the person, but now there, unless you really want to, now there is one less shield of lead containing my light. Now, I knew something was off here. I gotta let this go. Which sounds more like a waning, but I think this is about you becoming more strength and increasing your vibration, raising your vibration. I'm so sick of hearing about raising your vibration. Yay! Use spiritual thought to bypass the emotions you really need to feel. No, it's great. It's raising my vibration. My chakra with a wake, Mom. Breathe. Last card down, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck from the Ascended Masters, and I'm going to say soul contract here. I would say General Assembly, but this is forgiveness and act of kindness. It's definitely about one other person at least. Something sneaky going on here, hidden agenda. I don't like it. No one does, but for you to stay calm with self-acceptance and energy, let's get you a mantra. So you see why this is a spell kit read. So you're going to cast this with, this to this, right? Cast for energy with Amber to the Healing Angel of Self-Acceptance. So you can get ready for those showing simple acts of kindness to yourself, to others, maybe to this person, so that you can forgive. Let's see what the mantra is that would then keep that going. You only have to cast for it once, but having a mantra, right? A mind tool. Good idea. Breathe. Yeah, I don't think this is just as simple as a surprise party. I'm not getting that. Although it is still the Taurian birthday season, isn't it? It's a general read. Please, my Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts and General Assembly as needed. You know better than I do. Please, one card in clarity. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them cast for energy using Amber to the Angel of Self-Acceptance, showing simple acts of kindness and forgiveness to give them that emotional power? We've got fire, we've got earth, we've got air, we've got water. What is the card of spirit? The perfect healing mantra. This feels nice. That will help them build this new moon in Taurus, their new moon. 2 full moon in Sagittarius. Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. Look, self-acceptance and self-approval are not exactly the same thing, but they're practically twins, right? Right? Like, maybe one's a couple of, like, it's definitely self-acceptance. In my experience, read You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. There's even a movie of it, more along the lines of a secret than an actual, like, storyline. If you want that storyline, you watch What the Bleep Do We Know? Oh, Marley Matlin, bless your soul. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire can certainly come with the foundation of the Healing Angel of Self-Acceptance in play. I'm going to read it from the bookie book for you because Matt Kahn is really a fucking genius. Well, he's a genius. Let's not use the F word with him so much. I really adore his work. You don't know me. You don't know me. Maybe he does. I don't know. Seems to be very much an Ascended Master in human form, already awakened. It's got to make for an interesting life. Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. When neglect is untangled, you are no longer turning to outside sources for constant reassurance and validation. Instead, you are going within to the depths of your own heart to notice the parts of yourself that require the presence of your attention. This is like inner child work. It may not all be about your childhood, though. In nurturing yourself in this way, you step forward as the first responder to each wound, concern, and desire. So I kind of get that. Like, if this has not come to light yet, I could see it coming to light over a new moon. A new moon waxing phase, sure. You start doing this work now, casting for that energy, for that light, that truth to shine within you, for your soul to really shine within you. Then it'll be totally okay to feel, well, totally okay. Yay, I'm dealing with wounds, concerns, and desires, what you want that you might not have got because somebody was playing around. From this space, there becomes less of a likelihood of attracting relationships where further neglect occurs, simply because you have accepted your role as the one who nurtures the innocence within you. And that, can kind of be clear, is this light. That purity, that innocence, that soul, that timeless, eternal part of you that was chosen to play this role in this body, in this one timeline of this lifetime that has billions of different timeline stemming off from every second, sort of. This mantra is ideal for building self-confidence, surviving codependency, womp womp, and healing neediness. Now, I'm not getting a neediness feel here from you necessarily, but I do understand that the hidden agenda might have been that somebody was neglecting you, maybe a work project, maybe something that you asked them to do that was really important, right? And for whatever reason, they neglected it or neglected you in some way, shape, or form. It is really hard to turn around and then show a simple act of kindness unless you get that that person was neglected themselves. And then you give as you would receive. Right? So, as you sow, so shall you reap. But that's not a punishment reward system. That's a learning curve. Simple act of kindness might very well simply be sitting back in your space, in your home with them not around, and forgiving them silently a little bit every day. There is such a thing as an instant forgiveness lesson where it's like, no, I totally get it. Oh my God, I get it. I'm sorry. I didn't understand. Forgiven. But then there are those ones called slow burns. If you really want to go there, do you really want to go there? You want to see what kind of a witch I am? The Disappearance of the Universe by Gary Renard. Let's put this all together, shall we? Yeah, I'm a miracle witch. I know. I'm well aware. They said I was going to be an eclectic witch in this life. I said, okay. Breathe. Let's get you a blessing here. My collective pantheons of the divine. This one feels tricky for a waxing moon, but I get what they're building. They're waxing their own self-acceptance, their own self-approval. That is so key. Because maybe that amber, there is that sort of royalty vibe there, that high priest, high priestess vibe there for them. So please, may they be blessed with all that they need. This, their new moon in Taurus of the year. Waxing to full in Sagittarius, that they may call upon the healing angel of self-acceptance with the power of air, working with the mantra of untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire, working with amber in some way, shape, or form to keep calm, to have the transparency, to break chains of illusion and set all things to right, reveal what once was hidden and bring the truth to light. So that their double whammy element of water here, that they may show simple acts of kindness first to themselves, maybe then the other, and to forgive, because nothing can be gained from holding on to the past, so that they may cast beginning, middle, and end of this for energy. May the light inside their future, may the, this is a hard one. A light inside their fire divine. Energy fill them. Make them shine. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as I will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Oof. That was tricky. Tricky, sticky. Yeah, you might want to check your other signs. People are like, I don't know my other signs. I'm like, there's so many free websites and apps that you can get. I mean, really, all you need to know is really, for the basic, just sun and moon. Yeah, and Venus, most likely. You don't need to know your time for your Venus, right? You could get those just knowing your birth date and location, if you know the time you get your rising. Plenty of apps do it. I'm not an astrologer. I just speak the language fluently. And I'm going to tell you, your leverage here, no shit. Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire is going to carry you through this anyway. Almost like I want to say all of these 4 elements are conglomerated in this 5th. If you don't feel like casting, but you're into mantra work, just saying. You're a Taurus. Get yourself a crystal, a stone, a touchstone, a ring, or something. Just give myself, right? I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire for my well-being and for the well-being of all. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, like it, want more, subscribe. Want to read my book? It's in the links. You want to come play with me on Facebook, Drawing the Circle Productions Facebook page? Well, I do recommend you watch my video that I made 2 days ago, 23 years of drawing the circle. Hopefully I lift up. I giggle at one point. Completely organic and authentic, because honey, that's our only way through this. And somebody has not been organic and authentic with you, but certainly with this card of amber. You can be with them. Let your light shine. I love you so much. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this your new moon in Taurus, waxing toothful in Sagittarius, May 2021. Hail. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.